Hi, everyone. Meteorologist Bill Renchler in the 1011 Now Weather Center. Hard to believe it, but today is the last day of November. Tomorrow begins the month of December, as well as the season of meteorological winter. So taking a look at what we can expect in Lincoln, if you look at December by the numbers, again, we continue to cool back. Average high temperature on December 1st is in the middle 40s. By the end of the month, it's in the middle 30s, and that average low gets awfully cold. Low 20s on December 1st, all the way down to the mid-teens by the end of the month. We average about $1.25 in terms of liquid precipitation through the month of December, but averaging over 5 inches of snow. Our snowiest December ever came in 2009 when we had over 2 feet of snow in the Lincoln area. Hottest temperature ever recorded was 75 degrees back on December 6, 1939. Coldest ever, 27 below back in 1983. And I mentioned it, but December 1st also marks the beginning of meteorological winter. Through the months of December, January, and February, we will see those temperatures dip in terms of average highs, dip from the mid-40s on December 1st all the way down to the mid-30s through the first half of January, but then we do start to see those average highs begin to warm back up, and again by the end of February we should be about where we will be tomorrow, with average highs in the middle 40s, and again those average lows also coming up and looking pretty similar, dipping all the way down to the mid-teens through the coldest part of the season, through the beginning and middle part of the months of January. So what is the outlook for December? If you look at the 30-day temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, pretty decent odds across a good chunk of the middle part of the United States of warmer than average conditions across the region. Again, this doesn't mean that we're going to be necessarily seeing 60s and 70s for temperatures, but when we have average highs in the middle to upper 30s to low to mid 40s, means that we could be seeing an awful lot of maybe afternoon temperatures in the 40s to maybe 50s, maybe even a few days, maybe reaching the 60s, and maybe overnight lows that aren't quite as cold. So again, warmer than average, pretty good odds at warmer than average temperatures through the month of December, according to the Climate Prediction Center. Also, if you look at their precipitation outlook, again, bit of a mixed bag. There is equal chances across much of the state and much of the region for above average or below average precipitation. And again, that average precipitation, at least in Lincoln, is $1.18 in terms of liquid precipitation and just over 5 inches for snowfall. Just off to our south and to our southeast, though, there are better chances to see wetter than average conditions across parts of eastern Kansas, western Missouri, and then into the Arklatex region across the south. Also, one other thing that is of good news in terms of daylight as we head into the month of December, we begin to add to our daylight as we move past the winter solstice later this month. Again, December 1st, we have just right around 9.5 hours of daylight, and we'll actually still be lower than that by the end of the month, but you begin to see, we begin to trend back upward. Again, the winter solstice, again, marks the beginning of astronomical winter. Again, that will come close to Christmas time, at December 21st, 22nd, in that range. And then past that time, we begin to see more daylight return to the region again. It's slow at first, but again, we got to start somewhere. So sunset December 1st, 4:59. Sunset by December 31st is 5:08.